私、好きな人がいるんです。だからごめんなさい。I love you.
First in our list, we have Golden Time, a romantic anime series which is one of the most realistic storylines you could ever find in any of the animes. This anime sheds light on Tada Bandri, who is a college student suffering from amnesia after he met with a fatal accident. This anime shows his life slowly progressing through a lot of experience in college and romance. He falls in love with a girl called Coco, after which his life slowly starts getting a bit dramatic, showing his absolute reality of life. In this anime, you will find a good role development with focus on limited characters and how one's presence could make a very huge difference in a person's life. Likewise, as Bandri's relationship with Coco progresses with a very strong heartfelt bond, he suddenly starts getting back his past memories, which just starts messing up his mind and his relationship with people. Overall, guys, this anime will provide you a lot of realistic storyline with a lot of well developed character roles and a lot of heartbreaking dramas and romance. The conclusion of this anime should be quite satisfying for you to watch this anime.
嘘冗談。
その冗談、絶対必要なかったよね。
ただいま、ここ。
おかえり。
次そういうこと言ったら、この手をどけて口を塞ぐぞ。
Next, we have The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. This is an anime about how two high school kids fall in love with each other in the most unexpected ways, let alone being neighbors. In this anime, we have a popular schoolgirl called Mahiru, who is an absolute beauty, excelling in studies and sports, a girl who could make anyone fall in love. And then we have Amane, an extremely quiet boy in the same class, who is also Mahiru's neighbor. All of this eventually changes on a rainy day where he sees Mahiru sitting sad on a swing and he offers his umbrella, after which he falls sick and Mahiru takes care of him. The story slowly starts progressing with them taking care of each other in sickness and spending time with each other, even though they keep it a secret. This gentle care for each other starts blossoming love in their hearts, which teaches them that love can nurture from unexpected events and free you from the internal bonds that can tie you up for life.
真昼のことが誰よりも好きだよ。俺と付き合ってくれるか。
ほら、やっぱり手が私に触れて喜んでる。ピアノが弾きたいってうずうずしてる。
This is an anime that will give you a blissful ring to your ears and set your heart on love with the rhythm of music. Your Lie in April is an anime that flaunts your life with a young boy who's a master pianist who can captivate people's heart with the rhythm of music. Well, speaking of which, it actually inspires a young girl to become a violinist just after listening to him play the music. Unfortunately, one day the young pianist's mother passes away, which traumatized him forever to a point where he couldn't hear the music he plays. This is an anime that is beautiful, where the girl helps him recover from trauma and reburns his passion for music by making him enroll to the music competition and bring his talent back to the world of music. This anime could inspire a lot of classical music within you and even soothe your mood and even add a new genre of music to your playlist. Not only that, but it is filled with a lot of heartbreaking scenes which will twist the story along with your heart. This anime will surely make you cry, guys.
怖いよ。私を一人にしないで。
会長も女だったんだな。こういう格好すればそれなりに。って可愛いからって触りすぎ。
And next we have Maid Sama, an anime that's got some serious fan base for its main characters and a lot of romantic scenes. This anime revolves around characters such as Misaki Ayuzawa, who who lives her life as a student council president in a very prestigious school where she rules with an iron fist and utmost discipline. But here's the twist. After school, she lives a completely secret life where she works as maid in a cafe. And then you have other characters such as Uziu Takumi, who's a high school dream boy any of the girls fall in love with, but he is quite unattainable, but he's got a very soft spot for Misaki. This anime isn't just about romance, but it also talks to you about breaking stereotypes, embracing your true self, facing a lot of issues like gender biases, cultural class, and chasing one stream. All of this is completely wrapped up in a small package of comedy and romance. If you're watching Maid Sama for the first time, I'm sure it's going to give you a lot of heart-touching romance and a lot of comedy in a journey to find themselves deep in love with each other and finding comfort in a journey that you don't want to miss.
会長と一緒だと興奮するからこうして二人は晴れて恋人同士となり
はあ、ちょっと待って、私はまだそれはリュウジがリュウジは私のだー、誰も触るんじゃない。
Now we have Toradora, an anime that revolves around high school students and their crushes, filled with a lot of comedy and romance enough to keep you entertained through the series. In this anime, we have a high school student, Ryuji, who loves household work, but in comparison to his soft character, he has the face of a delinquent, which makes people around him mistake his character. And then we have another student, Taiga, who looks small, cute, fragile like a doll, but a complete opposite personality wreaking havoc with a wooden katana. Ryuji and Taiga then discover their crush for each other's best friend and agree to help each other forming an alliance, but as the story progresses, they find warmth in each other and eventually fall in love with each other. This is an anime that blends in both worlds of romance and comedy that would keep you entertained with roles of each character and how their high school romances progresses trying to keep each other with their crushes. This anime is a typical example of don't judge a book by its cover.
イソフラボンな
やっちゃん賢い。タイガちゃんのエッチスケッチワンタッチ。
人の親にセクハラすんな。
私好きな人がいるんです。だからごめんなさい。手が塞がって受け取れないんです。
Next, we have The Danger in My Heart. This is another middle school romance anime filled with a lot of comedy and school life. The story is about a boy named Ichikawa who is initially portrayed as a shy and quite middle school boy who loves reading murder comics and has a bloodthirst killer sleeping deep within his heart. One day, he meets a beautiful girl called Yamada in his class, which awakens a desire in him to see her suffer in pain as he ends her life. Well, at least in his imagination. But slowly, as their paths cross each other quite often, and he gets to know more about her, his emotions towards her start shifting towards love and desire to protect her no matter what. This anime gives you a slice of school life and a ton of comedy as his emotions shift from killing her to feeling passionate love for her in an unexpected development of emotion. This anime also shows that personal feelings and emotions on a person can change once you get to know them more personally because people react in a certain way as per their circumstances.
どう？
死ぬほど可愛い。ナギさん。ナギさん、俺はここにいるぞ。
智也くん。
Next on our list, we have Clannad, an anime that will steal your heart with breathtaking storyline and faith of characters as story progresses. We have two parts of the story, with each giving a unique vibe that can be enriching to your heart with love and also make you sob your heart out in tears. This anime enacts life of Tomoya that extends through his school to when he gets married to his girlfriend Nagisa in a life filled with happiness, crisis, and situations that could be both delightful and emotional. Well, this is all just season 1 where Tomoya has a life with Nagisa intertwined with love for each other. Guys, this anime can pretty much hit you really hard with the story progression and extreme emotional scenes which can make you relate to a lot of real life instances you or people around you would have felt or come across. Watching this anime can teach you a lot about life situations and how you can deal with them. Happiness and sadness, positive and negative, life and death. Anything that life provides you can be taken away in an instant, so be strong no matter what the situation is and face it head on.
選んでくれて買ってくれたものだから
え
初めてパパが和也の彼女は私ですし、和也が楽しんでるならそれでいいかななんてじゃあ行こうか和也。
Now we have Rent a Girlfriend. This is an anime with a very unique concept where the main character rents a girlfriend and eventually falls in love with her. Let's go a little deeper with the details. We have a main character Kazuya who is living an amazing college life and has a very pretty girlfriend. One day out of the blue, his girlfriend breaks up with him without a warning, which pretty much shatters Kazuya's heart, traumatizing him. Looking for a way to ease his pain, he hires a rental girlfriend through an online app, Chizuru Mizuhara, a girl with an amazing beauty and cuteness overloaded who treats him with affection and care. The story takes a turn when he is out one day with Chizuru and gets a phone call from the hospital saying that his grandmother collapsed. He immediately rushes to the hospital only to find that his grandma is alright, but when his grandma questions who this girl is, he just impulsively responds saying that it's his girlfriend. That's when the story slowly takes turn and twist with a lot of emotions and events.
小太郎くんに迷惑ばっかり。
Next in our list we have As the Moon So Beautiful. This is a very simple romantic anime that solely focuses on love and relationship. The story is about Kotaru Azumi, a high school student who is also an inspiring writer, and we have Akane Mizuno, a girl who is part of a sports track team who ends up in the same class as him. Even though they are total strangers, this anime shows minute details of how young love could evolve during school in a more realistic manner. This anime can jibe in your nostalgic feelings of school love and how immature love can be complex at that age. This anime shows you a very realistic school love of two school students with minute details capturing the first meet to the emotions for each other, which changes their uncertainty and builds a love and affection for each other.
コタのことずっと好きでした。私じゃダメかな。あんたがちと話すから。
俺が
あんたがあの子たちと話すから。
I'm sure most of us in our lives cling on to things that we want the most and try everything within our power to attain it. Well, in this anime, we have our main character Wataru Sojo, a schoolboy who used to stalk his crush Aika every day, approaching her, trying to get her attention. Well, he did simple lot for her, but it was all in vain as she hated him for that. Like how most of us mature and realize that our efforts towards our desires are invalued and we stop trying hard. Wataru also stops stalking her and starts valuing himself, which eventually makes him experience changes in life with new perspectives and new relationships. This anime also teaches us that letting go of things you hold dear can actually bring you new, amazing and wonderful rewards. Where all you don't have to sim for a person in your life, fate will eventually bring you to them. Just like how the girl he used to stalk suddenly starts missing him and started seeking more attention that she was initially taking for granted. Please don't demean or discourage someone, but be humble even when you say no.
でも前みたいに話しかけてきなさいよ。調子が狂うのよ。あんたがいないと。